our side, inside of the 20-yard line at about the 16, and we'll kick this one over. Blag, the only Pilot Point team member wearing orange stockings. McLean is the deepest of the three McGregor receivers. Blag will re-kick it now from the 35 as he kicked it from right to left. He gets the whistle from the official and gets into it. A pretty good kick considering the rain, taken by Xavier Young at the 15, up to the 20, 25, left side return to the 30, still on his feet to the 36-yard line, and the McGregor Bulldogs continue to get great kick returns as Scott Williams made the tackle, but Lorena, actually the McGregor coach.
Tonight, it's a downpour now, and the wind is whipping the rain into the face of McGregor.
Sheets of rain, Ripley the fullback, the tailback McLean, and he cracks over left tackle up to the 40-yard line, stumbles forward to near the 40, give him a gain of about 4, perhaps 3, as they mark the line of scrimmage at about the 40-yard line with quarterback Xavier Young under center from left to right. Lorena pitches it over to McLean, and McLean is tackled in the backfield by Curtis Lynn, who came up strong from his cornerback spot. Lynn with a great knifing pursuit on the play, and Pilot Point wanted to play better against the outside.
Cornerbacks, linebackers, particularly hard, defending on the ends. They're ready for McLean tonight.
Third down 11 for McGregor after the 4-yard loss by McLean. They try to go straight up the middle to McLean. Not much for him there, as a piece of Pilot Point equipment, actually a McGregor shoe went off the foot of one of their players. A gain of maybe 2 on the play for McLean, marking at the 38-yard line, and McGregor will kick from left to right, heading across the turf here at DeSoto's Eagle Field. The snap back to the punter Doolin, a line drive shot into the wind, taken by Blag, no fair catch. Blag braved the wind, the rain, and the cold to take them.
Moving offensively into the wind. Now, however, Pilot Point has the wind to their back.
And they're in a full house tee, a new offensive set this week as they just put in an Eli Sledge for right half. Knifes across left tackle across the 40 to the 41-yard line. A gain of 3
this season, so they are strong on defense. They're big on the line, particularly the tackles. I'll talk more about that in a minute.
Bradley Berger splits to the right. Full house tee for Pilot Point. Now Sledge gets it at right tackle. Sledge up in off the 45. A good gain to the 47-yard line. Very near a Pilot Point first down. He'll be about a half-yard short.
Byer and McCauley, your tackles are Scott Williams and Jamie Ramirez. Evan Whitley.
Third and 1 play, and they give it to Coop. Goes across left guard for what would appear to be a Pilot Point first down. He was pushed back after his initial surge across left guard, marking it about the 48-yard line, and it looks like he may have enough. In fact, more than enough by a yard. They'll mark it at the 4. And you certainly have to give some of the credit to Pilot Point offensive coordinator Lenny Gray for helping put in the wrinkle. After a couple of fakes in the backfield, flags go down. Brian Page keeps it, didn't give it to any of the backs. The flag's down at mid-4-yard line with the illegal ball. First down 15 for Pilot Point. And they remain in the full house tee with the driving rainstorm here at Eagle Field in DeSoto. Opening moments of the first quarter, no score. Pilot Point on their first possession on the first down 15 play. Eli Sledge tried to pick his way around left end, but was upended by Ripley, one of the linebackers,
248 and 245.
Kubala is the wingback on the right side. Berger split left, and out of tailback is Sledge. 50, 46-yard line of McGregor. Sledge with a huge opening at left tackle that time as Scott Williams, Mike McCauley, and center Spicer Sigmund paved the way with 7:51 clock running opening quarter. Now the Bears.
Their defense off guard.
Berger will split to the left. The tight end is Jason Ferguson on the right side. Now the wingback is Chance Slater, number 40. After a fake in the backfield, Sledge tried to cut back to the weak side, but was tackled in the backfield at the 47 of McGregor for a loss of 1. Now a 4th down 6 for the Bearcats at Pilot Point with 7:10 to play first quarter.
We'll have to give it back to McGregor.
Leonard McLean and Andre Doolin are deep for McGregor, as Brian Page will punt from right to left. He gets off a line drive spiral to the 15 to Doolin, who went to one knee, and they'll mark him down at the McGregor 15-yard line. So the Bulldog offense will have the football for the second time tonight with 6:40.
In Blag, the 3 safeties Brian Page, strong safety Chad Purcell.
A receiver to each side as Xavier Young takes the snap, has a mix-up in the backfield with fullback Ripley, and comes forward himself through the center of the line. Could only get a yard to the 16-yard line, and that was a missing of the mesh.
Retains possession is 2nd and 11.
Gives Young a yard on the play. 2nd down 9 from the 16. McGregor in their own territory. Amon Rogers gets the call. Coming up the right sideline is Rogers, still on his feet. to the 34-yard line is Amon Rogers for a McGregor first down. They're scoreless with 5:43 to play opening quarter. A receiver to each side. Turns and gives it to the tailback, Leonard McLean. McLean finding the going rough at left tackle as Scott Williams knocked him down at about the 37-yard line. Gain of 3 for McLean, who had 1,000 yards plus.
Line for McGregor averages 205.
Newland split left, Tommy Miller to the right. Young going down the line in the option for McGregor, looking for room, now cuts it back across the field, picks up a couple of blocks across the 40, 45. Evan Whitley chases him and pulls him down along with Shane Blagg, but not before quarterback Xavier Young gets it all the way
back there, running that option, cutting it back with a big gain. Yeah, they have to be aware of his ability to scramble.
Amon Rogers gets open, far side of the field to the 39-yard line of Pilot Point. Line of scrimmage was the 45, a gain of 6 for Rogers, who was injured in week 7 in that victory over Lorena. Just came back last week in the area.
The middle was hit at the 40 and got a couple more yards down to the 38.
Young under center, gives it to Amon Rogers, who fumbles. And it looks like McGregor may have recovered their own fumble for a yard loss back to the 39-yard line of Pilot Point. Robbie Jones was there as
the rain continues to come down.
McGregor with no split receivers, third down 3 from the Pilot Point. 30 pitch to McLean left. McLean trying to get to the first down marker, but is knifed down hard by Eli Sledge. Sledge put a terrific hit into the lower part of McLean's body, keeping him from that first down marker. He had to get it to about the 35. Little more than one. They give it right up the middle to the fullback, Amon Rogers, and he gets the first down, going over his center, Skipper, 95. 3:01 to play first quarter, and McGregor...
Both very quick, and that big offensive line opens up good holes for him.
First 3 in the drive that began from McGregor 15, from the Pilot Point 34. Big opening for McLean, the tailback, down to the 25 of Pilot Point. He'll be a yard shy of another Bulldog. Marking at the Bearcat 26, McGregor with a second down 2. Amon Rogers, the fullback, as they appeared to run a veer play, going to the first option, the fullback Rogers. He powers his way to the 25, but he'll still be a yard shy. Xavier Young is under center, takes the snap, gives it to McLean. McLean gets an opening as he slid to the right of his center Skipper, and finally knocked down at the 23 of Pilot Point by Spicer Sigmund, but it's enough for a side as Doolin and Miller are split to the left. Young takes the snap, goes to the fullback, Amon Rogers. Rogers running very well, coming back just last week from his injury in week number 7 of the regular season. Across the 20 goes Amon Rogers to about the 19-yard line, a gain of 4. Young's 18-yard pickup. Second down, 6, as McLean gets
fancy about it. Just 3 and 4 yards, a couple of big gainers here and there, but just a real consistent drive.
Young is under center, and he gives it to McLean, who has stopped at the 4-yard line. Second down goal coming up as McLean was stood up very hard by Jamie Ramirez, number 72, 2-point conversions. 18 seconds now, clock running down. This may be the final play of the first quarter. From the 4, second down goal. McGregor's Young trying to go over left tackle after going to the fullback first. Kept it on the veer play, but could only get back to the line of scrimmage, the 4-yard line at Pilot Point. Third down goal when we come back with the second quarter of play here.
Now third and goal, Pilot Point with a big defensive play early here in the second quarter.
Third down goal from the Pilot Point 5 as the McGregor Bulldog offense still in the huddle. It's now the first play of the second period, and Xavier Young has his team to the line. Third down goal from the Bearcat 5. Takes the snap, rolling right. Now passing, middle of the field, wide open and dropped by the tight end, David Lillard. Tight end Lillard dropping the pass. An easy touchdown there for the McGregor Bulldogs. 22-yard field goal now by Chad Ainsworth after the hold by Xavier Young. It's through the uprights, and the McGregor Bulldogs have the early 3-0 lead over the major.
Back from an injury tonight, he appears to be at full strength.
McGregor's kick from right foot by David Ellis. Ellis comes forward to the 34-yard line for Pilot Point. Deposition, trailing McGregor 3-0 at their 34 with 11
Point would have been going into the wind. Now that it's calmed down, conditions are much, much better.
The Bears have a chance to play the wing back, and he gets a good block as Shane Blagg came across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It looked like Blagg would have a good opening, but an excellent tackle there by Ripley, the defense.
Former middle linebacker, Mike Caulfield. He's a real standout.
Pilot Point was second down 8 at their 36, trailing McGregor 3-0. They go to the fullback. Curtis Lynn gets the call with just a yard there for him as he
first 2 downs running, be stopped, and then half on 39 yards.
Bradley Berger split left. After a fake, Page goes to Michael Teskey coming from the right halfback spot in that formation. Up to the 37-yard line goes Teskey, and the Bearcats will be forced.
Stayed in their positions, defense will get back.
Doolin and McLean are deep. A nice spiral by Page, driving McLean back to the 26, up to the 30, near it to 35. Tackled by Sledge very surely at the 38-yard line. Nice tackle by Eli Sledge, who didn't just put his hands on him, but wrapped him up nicely here on the near sideline in front of the Pilot Point bench. 23 with Xavier Young under center with 9:50 to play here in the first half. McGregor leading 3-0. Short drop, looking downfield, long pass for Doolin, who was open. He beat Teskey on the play. Doolin to the right. The backs are Amon Rogers and McLean. They give it to Rogers out of the right half in the split backfield. He comes across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jason Ferguson, the middle backer there, along with one of the down linemen, actually defensive end Evan Whitley, and Judd Byer also went on the tackle for the Bearcats at Pilot Point.
Xavier Young also has a great deal of passing ability.
Young under center, a receiver to each side. He's looking downfield. Now will come forward, still being chased. Now on his feet, far sideline, 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet, midfield, still running, finally knocked out of bounds, far side of the field. They'll mark him back at the 40. Came in tonight with over 100 yards rushing on 58 attempts for the McGregor Bulldogs. First down, 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs at their 46. Leonard McLean squirting through left guard across midfield. Let's see where they put his knee down. They'll give him progress into Pilot Point territory at the 48-yard line.
Bearcat.
At the 48-yard point, McGregor with the second down 5, leading 3-0 here in the second quarter. McLean at left guard, knocked down by the middle backer Ferguson, along with Scott Williams, one of the defensive tackles. 46-yard line is where they mark it, a gain of 2 for McLean. Team to the line at the 46 of Pilot Point, 3rd and 2. McLean gets the call, had to get it to about the 44, but is tackled down at the 45. Now they'll give him a spot inside the 45, but it's going to be very close. They're putting it on the 45, so he's going to be short. And McGregor says, Doolin, the punter, will kick it from his 40, awaits the snap, kicking from right to left, gets the snap, now drops it, will come forward. This could be dangerous. He's going to get a first down. Inside the 40, down to the 35 of Pilot Point, still on his feet, far side of the
Days ago, a near loss turns into a big game.
From the Pilot Point 23 after a 22-yard pickup by Doolin on the fumbled snap. Young still on his feet, running left, across the 20, 15, 10, 5, cuts in, inside the 5, upended by Shane Blagg, who made a saving tackle, and it's another.
A Bearcat sack for about a 5 or 10-yard loss.
Gains of 20, 22, and 19 yards have netted the Bulldogs their 3 first downs in this drive that began at their 23. First down goal from the Pilot Point 4, Leonard McLean slashes down to the 2-yard line for a gain of 2. 6 minutes, 8 seconds to play in the first half as McGregor looking to build on their 3-0 lead in this region.
Xavier Young.
Worlds of speed in that McGregor backfield. A couple of players jumping as Robbie Jones exchanges a blow with tight end David Lillard. And the flags go down over. Second down goal from the Pilot Point 1. Young under center. And he sneaks it in. No, they put another flag down in the McGregor backfield this time. This will probably be a Bulldog infraction with 5:32 to play in the first half. McGregor has the 3-0 lead, and we'll wait for the official to... McLean, and Young is under center. Second down goal. Short drop, over the middle. Wide open this time. The tight end Lillard makes the catch for the touchdown, atoning for his... As we move into this Region 2-2A semifinal game, McGregor does not get to kick the extra point for the 22-yard field goal earlier in the second quarter. McGregor's Miller kicks from right to left, taken by Ferguson, dropped, now picked up again by Ferguson, tries to come out past the 30, but he'll be stopped at the 30-yard line where he picked up the football, and with 5:16 to play in the half, the Bearcat offense needs to get something going now, trailing. Pilot Point with the football at their 31-yard line. One player we have not seen carry it yet is quarterback Brian Page. They toss it back to Sledge. Sledge with that power blocking in front is upended as he got to the 36, a gain of 7 to play. Clock running again here in the first half. Pilot Point's Bradley Berger splits left. The Bearcats in their black jerseys, black pants, and white helmets. Eli Sledge running left this time, comes forward to the 27-yard line, maybe the 28 for a gain of 2. Not much for him there. as a linebacker and in the secondary.
Yeah, the two tackles for McGregor inside, as we mentioned, go 248 or 245, and then a lot of speed in the backfield, particularly with Mike Caulfield, the sophomore, in the middle, and the free safety, Leonard McLean. Of course, he's the star back on offense, and he plays free safety on defense for McGregor for a sophomore. He's playing the middle linebacker position. They're going to have him around for a couple more years.
Bradley Berger split to the left. Mike Teskey split right, and Cage will give it to Shane Blagg, the tailback, deep in the I formation. Blagg can only get to the 33 as he tried to come out across left tackle. Jamie Ramirez in front of him trying to get a block, but the McGregor defense continues to make the plays. Doolin, McLean are deep. Page's kick, a spiral, a line driver, taken at the 37 by Doolin, going for a far side return across the 40, juking his way to the 43-yard line. A couple of flags go down on the return by Andre Doolin of McGregor. 3:04 to play in the half. Play McGregor's young under center from the 26. Back to throw, left hash mark, rolling left, now throws it downfield, an arching pass. Doolin nearly made the catch inside the Pilot Point 40. Coverage there by Shane Blagg, but Doolin had him beat.
Doolin did. He was behind Blagg by a couple of yards, and Xavier laid up a real nice pass.
Scramble out of that pocket.
McGregor from their 27 with a second down 10. After a fake, rolling left is Young. It looks like a run all the way, coming to the 30. Missed, 35, 40. Another missed tackle. Now Sledge will pull him down at about the 41-yard line. Near the 44-yard line goes the quarterback, Xavier Young. 46, McGregor after the 19-yard pickup by quarterback Young. Young under center, gives it to the fullback, Amon Rogers. To midfield goes Rogers as he leaped over Judd Byer and Robbie Jones, who made the tackle in the center of the field. 49.
And of course, Young is creating problems outside with his ability to scramble.
Second down 7, McGregor at their 49 with a 9-0 lead. Rogers at right guard, picking his way through a hole as he had an opening from his center, Skipper, and the right guard, Brad Waters. Young is under center, and he sends two receivers to the far side. Flanker Tommy Miller is in the slot. Andre Doolin is split far to the right. Fullback Amon Rogers gets the call. That's McLean, the tailback, but a flag goes down as McLean got to the 45, very near a Bulldog first down, but again a flag down on the play. 1:29 to play here in the first half.
Pilot Point facing a big play here with 1:29 left in the half.
McGregor at their 44 with a third down 11. In motion is McLean, far side. They're on the left hash mark. Back to throw is Young, rolling right, being chased by Robbie Jones. Young still on his feet, now throws it. No receiver anywhere. Excellent coverage by the Bearcat secondary, but even ran for a first down. Let's see what he does here. The snap comes to him. He drops it again. Now is tackled viciously. It's taken in the air by Evan Whitley at the 25 of McGregor. Evan Whitley with the recovery of what appeared to be a forward lateral by the punter, Andre Doolin.
Snap was short again. He was not going to get the kickoff, and this time instead
On purpose before, but I guess not. 1:02 to play in the half, and Pilot Point trailing 9-0 has a chance at the McGregor 24. Eli Sledge cracking across left tackle, stumbling down to the 21-yard line. Gain of 3 for Sledge. It was low. Michael Teskey and Shane Blagg split to the right. Evan Whitley to the right. Page fumbled the snap from center and now is tackled deep in the backfield at the 31 of Pilot Point. Luckily, he didn't lose it on the turf, but was tackled down with the clock running at 44 seconds. Donald West credited with the play for the McGregor defense. Pilot Point was going to try to work without a timeout, but now they'll call the timeout with 44 seconds to play in the half. We'll take another break. Our score, McGregor 9, Pilot Point nothing. You're listening to Bearcat Playoff Football on KDNT. Even as the tight end standing up in formation. He was like a third wide receiver, but he was standing up.
What kind of loss was that about?
10.
Yeah, they need to go to the air here.
Back at Eagle Field in DeSoto, where the McGregor Bulldogs have a 9-0 lead over the Pilot Point Bearcats with 44 seconds left in the first half. The Bearcats at Pilot Point now, after the 10-yard loss, for Brian Page on the muff snap from center, have it at the 31 of McGregor, and a very tough third down 15. Bad play, Charles Brown. They're going to rule it an incomplete pass. So
his arm was back and hit.
fourth down 15 from the McGregor A little dipsy-do as they toss it back to Teskey. He throws it downfield for Shane. 9-0 McGregor lead. Young looking for more. Back to throw. Near side bomb. Downfield for McLean, the tailback. He had Blagg and another defender beat on the near sideline. And again, draw play to McLean. Up to the 40. Still on his feet. 46-yard line where he's tackled at the 46 by Eli Sledge with 19 seconds to play in the half. The clock stops momentarily for the McGregor. 9-0 lead in the first down, 10 yards to go at their 46. Young back to throw, looking for more. Downfield, a post pattern. Wide open is Doolin. He makes the catch inside the 10, the 5. Tackled inside the 5 at the 2-yard line by Eli Sledge. And McGregor with 10 seconds to play in the half. To play here in the first half at Eagle Field in DeSoto. And McGregor looking to add to their 9-0 lead with a first down goal at the field after the touchdown. But now at the 2-yard line of Pilot Point with the first down goal is Xavier Young, rolling right, looking in the end zone, tosses it out. Wide open is the tailback McLean for the McGregor view. They'll go for 2, pitching it to McLean. McLean, though, is stopped in the McGregor backfield. A fumble now as Pilot Point recovers. And with 5 seconds to play, we'll have a kickoff as McGregor at halftime, trailing McGregor 15-0. Ferguson lets it go through his hands and is finally recovered by Mike Teskey back at the 34-yard.
A little bit and get some more running room for Blagg and for Sledge. And that's something they weren't able to do in the first half against this McGregor defense. Roger, it's 15-0, but that's just 2 scores, and they can do that. We'll see if they can.
The Bearcats had the 2 two-point conversions last week in the victory over Farmersville. Both of those at the end of touchdowns in the fourth quarter as they scored 16 fourth-quarter points to come back from a 21-14 deficit to Farmersville after leading originally 14-0, only to see Farmersville get a touchdown before the half and then scoring a short kick will be taken by Jamie Ellis, far side of the field. Having trouble getting the handle, ball squirts loose, McGregor picking it up, but the penalty, a whistle is blown, blowing it dead, fortunately enough for the Pilot. Pilot Point trailing 15-0, Sledge at right tackle, gets an opening, meets Ricky Dixon, that's being chased as Jones was in his face, but caught by Miller, far side of the field, still on his feet, diving for the pylon, very near a McGregor touchdown. The field over his center skipper, no indication from the official. Where will they mark him down? Line of scrimmage was the Pilot Point 1. Touchdown now they give it to us finally with 8:04. Long extra point kick of 30 yards. Young, the holder, will place it on the 20, puts it down, the kick up by Ainsworth. He's a straight-on kicker, and it just clears the crossbar. Side of the field, Blagg to the near side. As the Bearcats are moving from left to right here in the third quarter, looking to do much better offensively than they've had through the course of the night. Trailing 22-0. The kick comes to Eli Sledge. Sledge slashes his way across the 25 to the 27-yard line. McGregor fired up as a big hit was delivered by...
Maybe open up some running lanes for the good running backs here in the third quarter.
Bearcats at their 28, moving from left to right, trailing 22-0 after play action fake. Page back to throw, near side pass, incomplete, overthrown for the intended receiver, Mike Teskey. He'll come to the right side. Shane Blagg also split to the right. Michael Teskey split to the right. A trick formation. 5-point second down 10. Page back to throw, rolling right. Looking for one of those three receivers, but the pass is lofted out of bounds near side. Far over.
Offensive line from McGregor is putting on Page.
Fourth down 20 for Pilot Point, and Page kicking from left to right. An end-over-end line drive kick. The receivers, McLean and Doolin, letting it go. It rolls past midfield and will roll dead at the McGregor 40. Yeah. Yeah, what happened? All right, let's flip it up and get it on. Got it to the 49 of McGregor. On the first down play, McGregor with an 8-yard pickup. They continue to get rushing success. Second down 2 now at the 44 Pilot Point. The fullback Ripley barrels forward to the 36-yard line for another McGregor first down. The McGregor offensive line.
On the field with a good hold.
At the 36 of Pilot Point, Xavier Young under center, back to throw, straight drop back. Open was Miller, but overthrown. He was in the
Fixing up their play calling well to bring up a second down at 10 now.
McGregor's Bulldogs with a first down, 10 yards to go at the 24 of Pilot Point. A rushing play at left guard as McGregor gets it down inside the 20 of the Bearcats. They continue to march down the field with their great rushing game, Tim Akers, as they have the 22.
Major brings him up the line with a 2nd and 6 now. Xavier with a pitch to the plane coming near side, turns the corner, gets the block, pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
be second down and 7.
Takes the ball down to about the 10-yard line. We'll be 4th down and 8. Successful, minus 4 down.